Tonight on the Season 5 premiere of Titan Sports Recap, Titan Baseball goes against the best of the best as they step on the field against past players for the alumni game matchup. Men's basketball has their homecoming game facing the newest members of the Big West Conference. With heavy hearts, women's basketball takes to the court to play against the UC Riverside Highlanders. All this and more on Titan Sports Recap. Hello and welcome to Titan Sports Recap, bringing you the best video coverage of Cal State Fullerton athletics. I'm Ben Makowski.
And I'm Ashley Correa. Past meets present and future as the Curtin Titans kick off their season as they take on former Titans in this year's alumni game. Reporter Janice Garcia has the highlights of this clash of the Titans.
Thanks, Ashley. The annual baseball alumni game included 65 to 90 former players to face off this year's 2013 baseball team. Now let's take a look at the highlights. The NCAA champions from 1979, 1984, 1995, and 2004, and all the years in between take on the Curtin Titans to sit back, relax, and enjoy the game they love to play, and that's for the game of baseball. Justin Turner of the New York Mets was one of many proud Titans to wear the colors of blue and orange, and I got the chance to speak with him.
Hard and, make us proud over here. That's all we care about. We just like to see them go out and play hard every night. They're not always going to win every game, but as long as they go in there and represent the Titan uniform and play as hard as they can, balls to the wall, then we'll be proud of them all.
I also got the chance to talk to Justin Garza, Carlos Lopez, and Michael Lorenzen about the upcoming season for 2013.
It was crazy to be pitching a Major League Baseball player right now. Just hoping he didn't hit a home run off me.
And how excited are you about this new season coming?
I'm ecstatic. I mean, it's a great group of guys. I know we're going to win, and just can't wait to start the season.
My goal is just to help out the team any way I can, make them better. But, I mean, as a team, we're just really not trying to worry about Omaha because I feel like when you look that far ahead, it really doesn't work out the way you want it to.
I think the biggest thing is just doing the small things right. And Hookie always says that we've gotten more physical, so just the weight room, we've really taken that seriously. So I think we don't have the usual small Titan team. We're a little bigger this year, which we're excited about.
With the help of the Titans bats in the 6th and 8th inning, the 2013 team beat the alumni players at a score of 5-3. The Titans open up the first game of the season on Friday, February 15th versus USC in their home turf. Reporting from Goodwin Field, Janice Garcia, Titan Sports Recap.
Men's basketball had their homecoming game on February 2nd where they hosted the Hawaii Warriors, the newest members of the Big West Conference. Colin Yee had the highlights.
The Titan gym was packed for the highly anticipated homecoming game, and the Titans, in dire need of a victory, had the Hawaii Warriors standing in their way. Early in the first half, Titans down by 2. DJ Seeley's going to set up Jared Brandon for a wide-open 3, and Brandon will drain it, giving the Titans an early 5-4 lead. Later in the first half, Titans down by 3. Alex Harris will pull up behind the arc and hit the 3, tying the score. The Titans would go into halftime up by 4. We move to the second half. Titans up by 9. Kwame Vaughn will make a nice move on his defender. He gets the basket and the foul, increasing the Titans' lead to 11. But Hawaii would storm back and take the lead. Brandon Spearman hits this tray, putting the Warriors up 68-64. The Titans would not go away, though. With less than 5 seconds left, DJ Seeley will pull up for a 3, and he nails it, narrowing the Warriors' lead to 2. Still down by 2, the Titans would rebound the missed free throw and throw up one last-second shot to no avail. The Titans lose to Hawaii 77-75.
With the recent loss of women's basketball assistant coach Monica Kwan, there's a heaviness in the hearts of the players. The 7-14 Titans take on the UC Riverside Highlanders with an overall record of 10-10. The Highlanders may have a better record, but these Lady Titans will be fighting for a win for Monica Kwan. In their first game without their assistant coach, Titans take the court. Riverside gets off to a quick start. Here it's Alex Thomas with the off-balance jumper, bringing CSUF within 2. Later, Titans down 7. Freshman Annie Park gets the 3 to fall, one of 5 trays for her in the game. Next possession, it's Park again with the 3, the only Titan to reach double figures. Second half action now, and the Highlanders would take over, starting with Trishanti Nottingham. getting on the break and taking it all the way for the easy deuce. Riverside up 32-24. Then a freshman would heat up for the Highlanders. Brittany Crane, a three-point play here, part of her 11 points all in the second half. Titans down 13, and Crane caps it off with this three-pointer for a 57-41 lead. Riverside wouldn't look back, winning 64-45. And Ashley, the Titans' loss wasn't so much the topic in the post-game press conference as was the tragedy that they're having to deal with right now. Really sad story.
Yeah, and to add more to that, Ben, women's basketball assistant coach Monica Kwan died last weekend as her and her fiance Keith Lawrence were victims of a double homicide. We here at Titan Sports Recap mourn for the loss of one of our own, so we wanted to remember Monica Kwan in this special profile. Monica Kwan was the assistant coach for the women's basketball team at Cal State Fullerton. This was her second season as an assistant on head coach Foster's staff, who reined her work ethic and spirit. Coach Mo was the player's nickname for Kwan, and she was, according to Coach Marcia Foster, a professional. She was bright, loved basketball, and loved life. Sadly, her life ended on February 3rd, along with her beloved fiancé, Keith Lawrence, after being involved in a double homicide shooting. The women's basketball honored her in a moment of silence at their game against UC Riverside, which was their first game since Kwan's death. The coaching staff, friends, family, and fans wore orange ribbons, and the players wore orange shirts with M.O. motivation in her honor and remembrance, for she was the motivation for these young women and for the entire Titan family.
She was such an outstanding person. She was a great coach. She was a great assistant coach for me. She did wonderful things for me. She taught me a lot about myself, and I'm going to miss that. I spoke earlier about her being a truth teller, and you know when you have somebody in your corner that's willing to stand by you, but also to challenge you. She was that way for me.
It's been hard, and so today we just wanted to try to play in a way that we could honor her and play in a way that we know she would have been proud of.
She came from a quality family, and she was a quality person, and we're gonna miss her.
Although her life was cut short, her legacy as being a great person, a great coach will live on, and her memory will always be carried in the hearts of the Titan family. Ashley Correa, Titan Sports Recap.
The men's program also honored Monica Kwan later that evening by wearing the ribbons and pregame warm-ups dedicated to her, pulling out a victory at UC Riverside 79-67. Sammy Yeager tied his career high with 30 points, including 27 in the second half. Here's your Titan timeline, highlighting the biggest games coming in the next 2 weeks. Baseball battles with USC on February 15th in preparation for a doubleheader with Nebraska on the 16th, while softball goes against Missouri in a 2-game series on February 23rd. Women's basketball hosts rival Long Beach State this Thursday, February 14th, in a Valentine's Day matchup. Can't expect too much love there. While the men play Cal Poly on February 20th, just before their bracket buster.
And remember that you can catch our entire video highlight library on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Titan Sports Recap. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @CSUF Sports Recap. Find us on Facebook for our constant video updates. Just search for Titan Sports Recap. And we now have Instagram, so follow us at Titan Sports Recap. Well, that's going to do it for us. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks for more sports coverage. And we here at Titan Sports Recap would like to get you, our viewers, more involved this season. With March Madness only a month away, we ask you to participate by filling out your brackets. The winner will get a shout out on our show and maybe even a prize.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. From all of us here at Titan Sports Recap, I'm Ashley Correa.
And I'm Ben Makowski. See you guys next time.